Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So we're still discussing the courts, the courts that took place. In case you don't know, at Coldplay, at Coldplay concert. But we want to dig more into the society and how the society supports and enables this behavior and misbehavior. You know, are there things that we can do as a society to protect do people really understand the mental trauma, the trauma that comes with being cheated on? As in, this woman, the husband of the other woman, because guess what? They are both married. They are both married with children. So in this scenario, it's not a side chick. It is two full mature family people, husband family, wife family people, and they both decide to cheat together, and the implications on their children and the partner that they have now broken the person's heart. So let's just talk about those angles of the emotional trauma and then the economical support that our society doesn't really provide for people that want to step out of this place.
This is not one to take from a point of balance. We are in a patriarchy. Our society is lenient in a male cheating example as compared to a woman's cheating example. Traditionally, we have evidences, water that a woman will drink, paternity that the woman will prove, other things that, and in that saying I said that it is not said to men, it's said to women. That an unfaithful partner exposes their other partner to death, because when Magu is placed, it's placed on women. Not on men. If it will kill a partner, it's the woman who carries the cost, and if she doesn't find someone to use it for, one of the repercussions that she will die. So it is, such that what's this crime of female killing is what femicide is what it promotes here, and so it's not one. I don't want people to. It's not one to take from a place of balance. So a woman who knows all of those limitations she has, guards herself, carries herself utmostly, faithfully in her marriage, ensures the sanctity of her marriage. Of course, when she finds out, the most abuse, and I'm going to break table here, is Islamic marriages that allows polygamy. The way men go about it. Because the powers God give them, I see the way men exercise it. Because you say, you have done it, you now come and say, but God allowed me.
Without being sensitive to the person that suffered with you. Your starter wife that started with you when you had nothing. You don't
it's not from that angle. They refuse to understand. It is the Quranic verse that captures the emotional pain of that woman. And people, and I find it absurd that Muslims don't even know it. To think that she's just an accessory at home. A woman cried out in that state, and a full chapter on divorce was revealed in the Quran to address the woman, to empower the woman. If the home is such that you are being abused, to empower you to get a divorce. We don't. When the affairs are talking, that's where they end the conversation. They should extend that conversation to what happens whenever we have an issue. And I said to my husband, I said, because I did Islamic law, I came from an empowered background. I would say, if it is not comfortable for me, I will leave you. It seems like a threat, because you would expect that I will forgive you, I will support you. I know the emotions. So some women, they claim to forgive you. I don't think it is a forgivable thing. I personally don't think. I think most women that you see are permissive of it, are simply calculating costs. What they stand to lose, the children's home, the balance. Those are the things that if a woman didn't have all those mathematics to calculate, the door, she will take it. A lot of times, society will say,
you don't think forgiveness is real?
Yes, I don't think that kind of forgiveness is real. Because I've sat with women, and when they go back in time to the circumstance,
the bitterness still shows.
You will see the pain. It's almost as if it never left. It's so fresh. I'll be like, but you seem to be okay. I want that. It's as if, okay, what will I do? What options do I have? And I think that if men understood it from that point, even if the way God has empowered that you must do this, because the Prophet Sallallahu only married one virgin in his lifetime. And the virgin is what everybody is promoting. He married women who needed a covering in his polygamous marriages. They don't come from that point of view that there's a need of society that he was used to meet. They come from the point of view
marrying
it's a power that I have been given. It's a power that I have been given, so I must use the power.
So it's been that opportunity is being abused.
So imagine if the woman was the one with the power, what she would do.
You know, you're asking if it's true forgiveness or just acceptance. And you know, for me, when I think about it is, yes, when you talk to women who have been in situations like that and they just have to move on, they seem to still carry a bitterness. But I don't think the bitterness is from the cheating itself. It's from
betrayal. The disregard.
No, it's a disregard for really her own feelings. Because it's just how the society looks at it. Is a man, as you know, they say a man does not cheat in Nigeria. He's not cheating. An African man does not cheat because he's allowed to be with as many women as he wants. When a man steps out of that, yes, but that's the saying that traditionally that is how we are. So a woman, whatever her pain is explained away. You shouldn't feel that way. This is how it is. Just concentrate on your children. So for me, I feel that's where the betrayal is. Because even in societies where they have proper laws, like we've seen, there are some people that forgive and still continue in the marriage. But you know, it's true forgiveness. Because there's an acknowledgement. Yes, there's an acknowledgement of what has been done to you. And the person works towards gaining your trust. Because he acknowledges that he has hurt you. But here, there's no acknowledgement of hurt. It's just, please, grow up. This is how life is, you know, so move on. So even if I forgive you, I'm still bitter from just the way I've been treated. The only way, really, I think, but as you know, it always bothers me because when we talk about this, we're talking about the woman at home, but every day here we are sitting down talking about families, that there's a girl outside right now who's about to get married into this home. And she has friends, she has family members, and they are giving her the thumbs up. They're saying,
are you saying marry?
Yeah, just being in that.
For every woman heartbroken, there are 3 or 4 women who are happily side chicks.
Yes. And they have friends who are sitting there having conversations and telling her that she's doing the right thing.
She's taking care of you.
So who is the man now to disagree with you women?
There's something Ngugi wa Thiong'o says in one of his write-ups. He said decolonizing the mind. The major problem we have in Africa and Nigeria is the mindsets we have. You know, when you see stories like this, when they say husband cheated on wife, people will say go into the war room, pray for your man, do not allow a small girl take over your home, this, blah, blah, blah. And then the woman is compelled to stay even when they don't want to stay. Also, you know that most of the time they tell you, women fool everywhere, man no day. Yes. You know, so some of them, it is actually, but how many people know this? That's the self-worth and value I'm talking about. You know, they make you believe, they make most women believe that just settle for anyone, man no day, man na man. You need a father figure, you need a husband figure.
You need a covering.
Exactly. So they dabble into, and when they have to leave, they are scared. Okay, so where will I go to? Where will I start? Who will take care of my kids? Who will not be the father figure? Society has so much programmed women, and the burden is so much on the woman because you are expected to not express your emotions. You're expected to understand with the man when he is killing you, keep receiving, and we'll still be complaining that women are rash, they act rash. When they are depressed, they are taking all this. Why would they not be rash?
But you know that the world is changing.
Yeah.
It's changing. Divorce in Nigeria is on the rise. Compelled by people that are just working and say, I'm not doing again. Many people are walking out of those circumstances. So the world is changing, and if you don't catch it, you will just realize that.
So people are saying they're walking out of marriages to go and be side chicks.
That's a narrative they are pushing.
Yeah, now
it's not reality. Let me take this call. I have a call. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Is this what
that's the thing.
Hello.
Very nice voice.
Hello.
You are live.
I'm Mercy from Delta State.
You are welcome to the show, Mercy.
I'm a first caller.
Hey, welcome to the show.
You heard it before.
So I want to contribute to this because I have a friend who has this issue. The husband married another person, and then he was still related with the woman at home, partially. But on the other end, they were relating, and the woman did not even know that lady that she got married, that the husband got married to. So at the end of the day, even if that woman was killed, the senior wife was killed, and the man continued with the other wife, and nobody said anything. So then I say, it's true, who died and lose according to what it is. So we have issues like that. So many women are suffering. They have their husband has many different side chicks. They know them, but the women at home don't know them. That's the risk there. They will pass you. You will not know they are the ones. They can attack you with other persons, and you will not even know that the attack is thing. So we don't understand. We're already in it. What do we do? We have to keep praying to God to secure the
Hard work to pray.
married women.
Thank you so much, Mercy. The challenge is this: we have to keep praying to God.
That's
not
the
the only
excuse.
solution.
Yeah.
It's not the only solution.
None of the solution.
We need stronger enforcement of the laws we have on ground.
Yes,
that
protecting
protects women and even the dependents. Let's even cover the men. Some men in this situation, but we know the major victim are women.
Yeah.
So let's enforce the law. Let's make it easy to get enforcement. Let's not have irresponsible fathers walk away and abandon a woman because she dares to leave. You want to leave, okay, leave now. You will take care of your children, and then she's all alone. Number 2, property should be in your names. I don't get the love that you will build house on your husband's land and the land and the house will be in his name. There is no love. It is foolishness.
African man.
Why am I saying that? Practical example. My business Rep 360 started. My husband registered it. He was going to use it for something else, and I'm like, I want to use it for my real estate. I collected the business name, but we still co-own the business. But it was higher in the shares for the first 2 years. After I just looked at myself like, I called the lawyer. Oga, CAC document, reverse. I said, we've run this business with you as the major shareholder, but I'm being the one managing the business. Reverse the shareholding and make me the major shareholder.
Oh, 50-50.
It's not 50-50. Major shareholder. Okay. That's because it is my business, it's my effort. But because the system, the way it was before, I've had women that
how did he take it?
They started a business. We have a good relationship. Okay. And I explained to him. Yes, and I have a good man. And I explained to him, I said, Mark, I'm doing the work. I want to know that the work I'm doing here. He said, but it belongs to, I said, yes, it still belongs to us. But legally, let it be under my name. I say, I'm not struggling tech more with you. You give me like 5% or 1% in tech more. I did not complain. Then the what I'm doing, you are now
working for
majority shareholder.
So I get
then I now give another
100%.
angle that might help you in case that one does not work. And I said, if we want to access grants, if we want to access opportunities, you know, more opportunities come to women-owned businesses. So if they check our CAC document and it is you that you are the main owner, even though I'm the one doing the work, we will not get those opportunities because it's not a woman-owned business.
So I don't know. When you said I wanted to address is a stupidity thing. From where I sit, from what I have seen, the women were not acting in stupidity. They knew, but they trusted.
That's stupidity. With the knowledge we have, hold on, trust with your documents.
No. That's the advice we give now. Legally,
trust your
but we didn't get there because the women were being stupid. Because now you now see men calling women, all she talks about is her money. She's money conscious.
Oh, women are transactional.
Whereas the woman has trust issues. Society has made women have trust issues. Why can't we have a company together and it will be? And I will be rest assured. Did you know my mother never had a bank account in her lifetime? When her husband died, my auntie that was around had to tell us that you better take care of your mom. That's all they know. They as in like this. My father signed. Children. My father was saying just before he died that no, there's a name he calls her. Let me not call it on live. She's watching because she's small. He uses that name to address her petite size. That we went to the hospital and my car broke down. The AC was not working. I saw her suffer. I need a new car, and that was the only reason he bought a car.
Because he did not want his wife to suffer.
She will not suffer AC. This woman, that women who have lived like that, who she just comes to her, there's a place, she just says, my money, let me carry money there, go buy something. That's how she's lived. So I'm saying that there are men who's giving women such
level of comfort
that they own everything. My parents owned everything together. And she didn't have to, to this, we have not fought any battle in any court, we have not found children, we have not done anything. Men like that. Women who trust, who love, come from a place that, you know, it should be normal. But we have made it abnormal, so we not have women who are guiding.
Now imagine
it's still normal. It's not normal.
I need to go on a break. It's still normal to love. We're not saying don't love and trust. I am in love, obviously. I say it all the time, and in trust. But there's documents. Stay with us. We'll be right back. I'm in love and in trust, but there's documents.
I want to see the type money people
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. And thank you for staying with us. Like I said, you can love and trust and still document. Yes, in the love, in the trust, documents is very, very important. You
know, that instance you made with yourself and your husband and the company, you know that the mentality most Nigerian men have, African men, they'll start suspecting. Why is she taking this route? What is she up to? It happens, and then it affects the marriage. Tomorrow now, they will start saying, they'll start looking at your friends. Who is that friend that's advising you? And before you know, you're looking at hitting your marriage.
You're already making social media posts based on it.
So for Nima, you say your mother and your father, you had all the trust and all that. You didn't have bank. Thank God your father did not break your mother's heart. What about broken trust? People that wasn't on this Banana Island we had some years ago. A woman built with her husband, at the end of the day, he threw her out. Where we should start from?
I can't even disagree with you.
Most of the time, women put this trust because it's your husband you trust, and at the end of the day, what happens? That's why women are rebellious these days. Yes, that's why women are rebellious these days.
Documents to support your investments into the property. If you roof, the documents should carry your name. If you furnished everything in that house, documents should carry your name.
Men don't like
Mrs. Tokwe Mark or Tokwe and Mr. When we buy land now, we put the name clearly. 2 names, not one.
What about when some
men don't like it when
you know the cost? Let me explain the cost of CFO for you.
Let me just land. Men don't like it when women are smart in this aspect.
If you love you like them.
Let me even use the Nigerian men especially. They think, okay, you want to be the man in the same house. 2 curtains cannot be in the same ship. So my own solution is just leave when you're no longer appreciated. If leaving means just taking a break and see if something will happen, because at the end of the day, there's nothing here again. So what are you here staying for? It's not like I'm advocating divorce, but it gets to the point that if you don't leave, they start planning on how to make you leave by force, either alive or unalived. So leave when you're no longer appreciated.
There's nothing we haven't seen. It has happened. Everything under the sun.
So the solution is that our laws actually cover these women. So 2 things I will beg women. As a woman, you can do, as Tokwe has said, take full ownership. You have a right to own your own assets. Especially Muslim women. You have that right to own your assets, to take care of it. You can co-own. You can but you can own.
Joint own. Everything Tokwe, we own is joint.
You can own on your own. You can co-own. You can also trust. When you now have your trust broken, there are principles of law that protect you. Don't be too tired, too discouraged to pursue it in court.
Thank you.
That's where the problem is. Because you now have one cousin, sister, auntie, something.
You say, just go follow.
It's material things. If it was so material things, he did not leave. And you feel so cheated, pursue it in court. Say, no. At this time, so time, because there was a landmark case we celebrated when your view was about 4 or 5 years old, was an Ibadan house. The woman never worked. The man built the house. And so when he married another wife, he kept, every time he does, what he does to her is pack a load and pour outside, she'll pack it back. Pack it, pour outside, she'll pack it back. Later she was saying, I've only known this house all my life. I've born my children for you, I've raised my children I don't know any other place. And he thought he would kick her out. And somebody said, no, let's test it in court. She won the house. That case that thing happened in Youre State. So we have it. Then there's something that I saw reading a will of someone who's my mentor, the will of her dad. The dad was an olden days lawyer. I was lawyer 1970 something. And I was so impressed by that will. He had an only daughter. He catered so well. It was as if there was a special provision for her. And then that last clause that because she's a girl, I might not be there. And truly, he wasn't there when she got married. I might not be there when she married. In case she makes the wrong choice of a partner in life. Keep a flat vacant in this house. That house is in a highbrow area in Lagos. Keep a flat vacant in this house for her. so that in case any of this nonsense happens, she will not be pushed outside homeless. I read that will and I was like, thoughtful. See the man in that day, that time and day, and we thought patriarchy was worse then. It's a lot of things that we are permissive of.
They are good men.
He provided so that his daughter comes into the marriage empowered. So what we are saying is that apart from teaching the girl to know, empower her to do. Not that you empower her that so that I cannot take it mentality of every rubbish, but she can at least try to avoid some nonsense.
Since we are in the room of giving advice, let me give this last one before I go into the true love. If true love catch the husband and he wants to be with the love of his life, he should leave the house, not send you out. Women should stop allowing themselves to be thrown out of the house. Sometimes it's a case of giving people the confidence to say, this is my house too. If you've lived in a house with somebody 5 years down the line, even 3 years, even 2 years, it's your house. Stop feeling like a stranger in your house. Stop feeling like a visitor in your house. And don't let anybody make you a visitor in your house. There are so many gory stories. Like I said, I've acknowledged there are very good men out there. But we've heard stories of men that bring women into the house, move their wives away from bastard's bedroom, and that one will be living like house girl.
Do they still do that? I think it's in ancient times. They don't do that anymore.
It's your house. If he falls in love and he wants to go and marry the love of his life, he should carry his load and go and marry the love of his life.
Somewhere else.
So another story happened on social media that I feel we should go into. Somebody said marriages and relationships can be very complex and that navigating the dating world can be more challenging, because when you talk about marriage, you should talk about the fact that dating and getting it right with dating is too important. So a bride came out to advise single ladies and it went viral, sparking conversation about love, commitment, and what is truly important. The message is very simple, but very profound. He said, don't miss out on your husband because of your boyfriend. And the statement resonated with many, prompting reflections on what we prioritize in our relationship. As we consider the bride's vote, it's essential to think about our own values and our goals. So what does this advice mean to all of us as ladies here on the show and as well as you? I'd like to hear your thoughts. So you can call the number on the screen. And let's even see if we can see the video. Maybe later they'll bring the video up. But what's your opinion when you hear things like, don't miss your husband because of a boyfriend?
I think it's in dating. Don't be wife to a boyfriend. Some people will say there are no healthy boundaries. There are no things, you know, there's supposed to be things that you can do with a boyfriend and some things you can only do with a husband.
Mariam,
yes.
Don't go there.
because all the cleaning and cooking, and I've had boyfriends that have a proper babe, but there's one that comes to clean and cook. And they will tell them, don't worry, they're coming to come and clean and cook for you to come and eat, you know, just... Wow. I always say this, that when I was going off to university, one advice my mom gave me was, I not send you to go and be cooking for anybody. And he said and for me, I was not even that way inclined. So that thing gave me serious confidence. Like even my mother said I should not cook for anybody or wash clothes for anybody. So I just feel that, you know, when you have relationships with people that you're dating, it's the period to just get to understand people. We have also talked about intimacy. I feel that, you know, just don't rush into that with someone that you're just dating. We have made it look like, oh, it's old-fashioned, especially when you're young. You think that your parents are being old-fashioned. But when you've grown older and you see how life works, then you understand why that is good advice, you know, because intimacy can affect how your judgment of the person that you're with. But if there is no intimacy, you're able to tell exactly who this person is. And sometimes, because there's no intimacy, some men who know that they don't want anything from you but that, will leave and then allow you to see clearly who it is that you'd rather be with. So I think it's just, you know, have you heard the saying, why buy the cow if you already get the milk for free? Yeah. So those are the sort of things I guess she's saying.
Yeah, I agree with Miriam. But there's a way I'm also looking at it. So it's not just in the services that you allow, that you help, you cook, you clean. It's in the full commitment. So you're dating someone, but I don't understand the dating of 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, that you're so faithful, the person comes to take you for granted. Because I'm saying this because I have seen men say, but we were not married. And the woman will now become so emotional, she'll be crying.
After how many years?
After how many years?
I'm giving you the best of my life as a date.
But he did not lie. You were not married. So my question to the woman is that, what stopped you from trying other people? Did he think there was a competition for you?
Wow, Nima, I think you just helped me understand what it means by the boyfriend and not husband. Because imagine you date a boyfriend for 5 years. But in between that 5 years, you should have met your husband. Your husband was around the corner, but you were being loyal to someone who is not ready to be committed to you.
And you know, if you read the
loyal
mind,
to someone
they
not
say even
committed
the
to you.
devil cannot tell the heart of man. That was an opinion of a judge. I'm trying to remember the school. He says even the devil cannot tell the heart of man. You're with someone who is promising you. Not being when they talk about women who commit in love, in trust, and their property they change. You know, you really can never tell. And you're fully committed to somebody. Me, that I'm sitting here, went for convocation of somebody who was supposed to be engaged to me. He had asked me to marry me, I had announced to my family. And at the convocation, I noticed that we're different. Me, I did not, because I had to travel for this thing, I could not carry cooler. But the people that brought cooler, they were looking, one brought cooler, hey, congratulations, I just had to give you, what's happening?
Hello?
I thought I count 3, I told myself, I said,
is he engaging?
And you think you are smart? See you, smart girl.
He's trying his...
No, these girls were allowed. He didn't fully tell them I was existing. Nobody knew I was existing. Me too, when they
did not declare you officially.
The ones that greeted me, I told them we were just friends. I said, no, I'm just friends
with you. You're single until married?
Yes, until married. At the convocation, his parents were seated, I was seated, and the people were wondering what I waka can do. So I kept telling myself, we are friends, so family friends.
So most of the time,
that's why I take escaping.
Most of the time, I don't think most women don't really know who their husbands are. Sometimes it's just vibes and inshallah, okay, let's get married.
Yes.
Because even the one you're thinking is your husband, at the end of the day, he breaks your heart and you say, okay, I thought we were something. You say, you're thinking, we did not have a conversation.
Have marriage.
Now that marriage is just the beginning of the whole stuff.
Yeah.
So let's not make marriage before Corey Michael will not come for me. You know that there are times that when you get into the marriage, because you think that this is your husband, when you get into the marriage, you now say that, okay, I was wrong. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I'm coming from the perspective of marriage is the beginning of that life you want. When you get in, that's when you can now have this conversation. She was still wearing her wedding dress. She should wait 5 years after. She should come and give us that advice again.
Wow.
Yes, because most of the time, you know, these guys, what I feel this conversation should be about is some people go for money. At the time when they want to get married. You see a guy that has prospect, the guy has values, the guy aligns with your values. But at the moment, you want your family is in the hospital, you want money, and then you have another guy who has money and is ready to put you in. And then maybe you're dating this person that has prospect and doesn't have money. And then you say, okay, I'm moving to this guy that has money.
The one that is ready.
Yes. Okay, so this is my husband. Let me not make this one. It can be different ways. You know? It can be both ways.
Yeah, but I think what she, like I said, I like the way Nima, because there are different ways to look at things. But the scenario that Nima gave us aptly captures
I agree.
Having a boyfriend for so long that you miss out on who could be, because some women can be unfaithful and some can be very faithful.
Exactly.
And then you're faithful and you're counting the years.
But I did not say she's not be faithful, though.
No,
what
I'm saying
is that
break it off.
Options.
Yes. Don't let somebody padlock you, because I remember early in the show,
have option.
Many years ago, one person called 8 years of waiting faithfully with one person. Why? That is not wisdom.
But she wasn't wrong. So we are not addressing the evil person here.
No, evil will always be there. You should be wise.
You know, in England, they made it actionable. Because it's called the promise of marriage. The court awarded a woman damages for such a thing. So the man had propositioned the wife. I will go talk him. He proposed the girl, he engaged her. He padlocked her with the ring, turn a lot of rings. She's down there. What was she supposed to do with his ring in her hand, on her finger? Be unfaithful?
Walk away.
The problem I had with some of my friends is that he did not now even open door for anybody. He didn't have a number.
Your mind was blocked.
My bestie is married to the guy.
Hi.
We collect his number.
Hi.
At last week. We collect that day we were praying at the mosque, say like her. I said collect number. She collect number. Then the week after they go for genotype test. The other one say, I cannot marry you. She was breaking down. That one was calling her, I just want to call you to check up. She said, I said, pick the call. Pick call.
No, you did not tell the story well.
Pick a call.
So a friend is in a relationship and met someone else.
And she didn't want to collect number.
But you made her collect the number, and then later the next week they found out that the genotype did not match. If she had missed that on the number, she'd have missed her husband.
She would not miss her husband.
See,
I said that the husband.
Let's finish this show.
Then we
don't
marry.
date
And
your
they are
boyfriend.
faithful.
Of course, I'm happy
collect
about.
number. Don't be unfaithful. Okay. I'm not saying you should go and have
Yes.
unfaithful. Don't go and be having
final words.
Sex up and down. That's what I want to say.
Agreed.
Collect number. Let there be an option. Somebody that can sit tell you, you're a fine guy and I'm interested.
If you are single,
block.
Date.
The truth is, most of the people I was in school with, my friends, that I saw them staging different men. I was like, why are you doing this? How do you do that? They're all married and settled in their husband's house.
It's a survivor
I was doing one man, one woman. So there's this girl that told me that the guy she was dating, she was feeling guilty to leave him when the person that really loved her, treasured her, wanted to take her home to his family. She was like, I'm in dating, this guy has been good to me.
My boyfriend.
By the end of the day, the guy left her and got married to somebody else. That's the instance.
Your boyfriend is not your husband.
Yeah, so look at
dating.
don't just judge by your emotions when you want to make these decisions. Use your sense.
Use sense. So give terms where they need to be. Husband, boyfriend, boyfriend.
Honestly,
there can be many.
I think that even from both sides of the conversations we've had, the one about the astronomer CEO and HR, as well as the second one that went viral, it's about being rational and not emotional.
True.
Don't make emotional decisions. And even though you have every right to be emotional, and as an emotional being, put the cards on the table and always do pros and cons. Have documentation for the things that are necessary. Have the composure to walk out if your life is being threatened. And if you are not committed via certification of marriage, please.
May I add something? Don't mix sex. It's the confused person.
Yes, don't get intimate.
Don't get
intimate. Breakfast show.
That's the last thing to the table.
Sex is not about
intimacy. Don't get intimate.
Intimacy is ugly.
Can I round up the show, please? Thank you.
Round up.
Don't have intimacy with multiple men, and do not give to a boyfriend what should be reserved for your husband.
For your wedding day.
Thank you so much, my wonderful ladies, for this show. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.